Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome on back to some Stone Block 2 guys. Last episode we set up this sort of starting area. This is our starting base where we've started up. I kind of like this. It feels really good. It feels like we've actually got a build going on. We're going to be expanding out in this way today, but we did get these flux spore resonates at the end of last episode, which just makes this whole clearing out process so much easier. I'm so glad to have this for a multitude of reasons. But the most important reason is because I'm on a time schedule, guys. Like I said in the last episode, I am actually going away for the weekend. I'm going away for 4 days. So I've got 2 days to get 6 days worth of videos recorded in. This is just going to make it so much easier for me. I'm really kind of glad about that. But yeah, today what I want to do is I want to work down the Tinker's route of things and then possibly across here. I'm not sure exactly which way I'm going to go first. But I do know the first thing that I want to do is start sorting out some sort of some sort of food, really, because we don't have much food. And I've got a bit of an idea for what I want to do for this next pathway here. We definitely need to take this out a little bit more. But if you're excited for the episode, do me a favor now, leave it a like and hit subscribe. And without any further ado, let's get into the episode. So the first goal for today, guys, I think is going to be tackling our food situation. Because right now, our ham bars are quite low. And I don't think there's anything really in here about food. We've got the chickens one, which we'll worry about later. We've got all of these sort of wiggly, wobbly, timey-wimey lines. Mythical agriculture, we've got a lot of them, but nothing like extensively to farming, is there? No, there's nothing directly tied to farming. So we could go ahead and just start sort of getting food. And there's a couple of things we could do. We could do seeds, we could do wheat, but I don't want to do that. I actually want to start out by using something called apple saplings. If we look at these, we got into apples in the last episode, but we can actually make these apple saplings with a sapling and 3 apples, and then these will grow up into trees, and then we can just right click and harvest apples from them, and I think they'll look really cool. But to do this, I'm going to need some sort of space sort of sorted out, and I'm thinking we go here like this. I want to clear out a bit. I want you to go up like a step, and then there'd be a couple of rows of trees either side as we sort of progress further into the base. And for some reason, that is not even. But yeah, to do that, guys, I need to clear out a bit of space, so I'm going to get that done right now. We've got an area carved out here, but the thing that I actually want to focus on now, before we start putting these in place, is getting some dirt put down here. And we obviously do that by breaking these in with a stone hammer. But I actually wanted to see if there was something in this pack that could help us, because there used to be something called a wand, and there is. It's this wand. And what this allows us to do is basically just place several blocks at once. And it takes a little bit of time, I suppose. But does it work better if I do it vertically? No, it has to be done horizontal. But this is just going to allow me to place a bunch of cobblestone and mine it with a hammer a lot easier. We need some dirt. Quite a bit of dirt, actually. So I'm going to get these placed. I'm going to hammer these down. We're using vein miner. We're getting a fair amount of dirt from it. That was an entire wand. So I've cleared out a bit of a space here for where I want to put the trees. I've been growing some trees right here just so that I can get some more apples and whatnot. But I also want to show you another thing that I didn't know if you knew you could do. You can actually cook silkworms, and we've cooked up silkworms here to get these cooked silkworms. They're about as good as apples, so they are a reliable food source. But yeah, so now that we're here so far away, we can actually make up some of these apple saplings. And I need in total, I think I need 8 in total. So that's 6. I don't actually have enough. I think I've got an apple lying around. Yes, I do. I think I need 8 in total. There we go. And then what we can do is we can put these on these here. And this is kind of how it's going to look. But right now it looks so... Oh, do you know what? Every time I jump, I get caught in something like that. Don't work, just jump. It works way better, I found. But now that we've got these apple saplings here, what we can do is we can we grow these? Does this work on this? No, it doesn't look like this actually works on this. We have to wait for these to grow manually, which is going to be problematic because I don't know how tall they grow. So I think I need to clear out this roof just 1 more block. I think would be a good idea. And then I can actually start on this center bit right here, get it looking at least somewhat decent. So I've made some progress. We've got this little area here that's feeling really kind of nice. We've got this area that's going to lead into the next area. We're going to get into this area in a moment. But the next bit that I want to tackle here are the wall. Actually, no. I think what I'm going to tackle is the roof here, because I've got a really cool idea for how I want it to look. But I think making it look cool is going to be challenging, to say the least. But I don't know how tall these are going to grow. I've got to let these grow first, so I know exactly how tall they grow. I actually want to change this to a 3x3, which I've gone past now several times, to take out these. So actually, no, I think I'm going to do the walls first. And I'm going to use the exact same sort of idea that we've used here. If I make the walls a little bit too short, a little bit too big, it's not that big of a deal. But I want to get them in place and looking nice, so let's do that now. With the walls in place, this room is starting to feel like a part of the base, which is exactly what I wanted from it. Oh, it feels nice to be in here now. It's still not done. We got the roof to do. And I think we used cobblestone and oak wood in the roof. Yeah, so we'll probably mimic that in here somewhat. But the first things first is I want to address these alcoves. Actually, I just want to address one of these alcoves because I can't do both of them. What I want to put in one of these alcoves is a cobblestone generator. And I want to put it in both of them. But for right now, we only have the one. Where was it? Oh, it's here. I already picked it up. In my inventory, I want to use that just to start generating cobblestone a lot easier. But what we can do is we can look at the quest book a little bit. And if we go over here to storage, there's like all of this from storage. And there's these storage drawers here, basic storage drawer. And I love these. I love these little things. So all we need is a chest. And then if they're made the same way that they're made in 1.7.10, which they are, we get this basic drawer right here. And this is really, really cool. So, first of all, let's talk about the cobblestone generator. You just plug this thing down, and it starts generating cobblestone. And all you need to do is put an inventory on top of it. So you can stick a chest on top of it. We're going to use this basic drawer. And what this drawer does is it just fills with cobblestone. Now, a drawer can only hold one item. It can only hold one item, but it can hold 2,000 plus of that item. And then we can shift and right click this. There's upgrades that we can put in here to get it to store even more. But what this does, it just allows us to store our cobblestone here. Because right now, it's taking up 2 chests. If you look here, I've got this chest full of cobblestone. I've got this chest entirely full of it. And I've got a bunch of it down here. So at least now I can store this. I'm going to put a couple of other storage drawers either side, I think. And we'll do the same over there. And eventually we'll get a cobblestone generator put along here and have this sort of generating power. But my next task is to focus a little bit on the roof. So I'm going to focus on this central part right now. Because again, I don't know how tall this needs to be for these to grow. These still haven't grown yet. We haven't even got one grow. So they might have just a long grow time. But I imagine once one starts to grow, the others start to grow too. So I'm going to focus on this. I've got a bit of an idea for how I want this roof to look. So let me get that in place. Would you look at that? With the hallway in place, it is feeling much, much more like part of the base. I do need to do this ceiling, but I can't do this just yet because, like I said, I don't know how tall this needs to be for these to grow. These still have not grown, so we might not even get this done in this episode. But the next thing that I want to work on is this room here. I want to come into here and this be like a circular room with a 5x5 mud patch in the middle for the trees to grow in. And then we'll have directions going off in each way to advance the base a little bit more. So, first thing first, I need to get the shape of this room hollowed out. And that's going to be a pain in the rear end for sure. Now, this is the room that I've got somewhat hollowed out. We've run out of one drill, which means I need to charge this. So we need to obviously sort that out at some point in the future. But for right now, we can't. But I wanted to show you what I wanted to do with this room. If we take the middle right here, and then we line it up with the middle of this. What we're going to do is we're going to make a platform of 5x5 here. And this is going to be our tree growing platform. Because we are going to need a lot of wood. And I'd like to have like a platform where we can just grow trees. So what we can do here is we could just take a bunch of oak saplings. Line them up in a row like so. And you know what? I think I want to put some cobblestone stairs around this. I think it'll look really cool. Now, I would have liked to make this a circle, but my concern is, and my concern building this entire base when growing trees, is that eventually it's going to grow a big tree, and it might touch one of these oak, and then if I vein mine it, I'm going to vein mine most of my base, and I don't want to do that. So, I've made this so it's a fair distance away, and it shouldn't get there. I mean, I suppose looking at this again, do I have a pickaxe on me? I do. I suppose we could. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to take these 3 out, and then I don't have any more dirt. Now that we're here, again, so far away, I've got the lyrics of that song stuck in my head. We put these dirt blocks down and into place. I think we can actually make this look a little nicer. Did I? I did not make enough up. My apologies. I thought I did. Well, it's only 3. This should take me but a quick second to do. There we go. Look. That quickly. And then what we can do is we can bring this around. I think... Do I want to link them up? Do you know what? I think I might. I don't know. Let's just put these in place first. See them all linked up. See what it looks like. If it looks good, then we are golden. If it doesn't look good, then we are not golden. Let's put those there. Brilliant. I forgot this side. Brilliant. I think what I want to do though is I want to take out this block here on the corners. Is that the corner block? That's the corner block. And the reason that I want to do this is because we need to light up this area, otherwise mobs are going to spawn. I've already had a spider spawn. Got a little bit of stuff off of that spider, which is fantastic stuff. And we are going to use, for this, we are going to use cobblestone. I would like to use a log. I think a log would look really, really nice. But I got a plan with this cobblestone. That feels like it's out of place. That's not... Is that the one that I broke? Did I break the wrong one here? I feel like I did. But no, I think it's definitely the right one. But I've got a little bit of a plan here, guys. If you just bear with me. Oh, geez. They always grow. They always grow. If I could take some of these oak fences and then just pop them there. Give it like little feet. I think this looks really kind of alright. Oh, it doesn't look cool, but it looks alright. And then what we can do is we can just take our torches. We can pop our torches on top of these fences. And that should light up this area and prevent mobs from spawning. Now that the trees have fully grown in this area, you can see just how much wood this area produces. Now, I know the outer trees are grown, but I'm not sure if the inside ones are grown. But if we chop this down, we should get... Okay, not all of the trees were grown, but most of the ones we can see were grown. But we should get quite a bit of wood from this. Look at that. Look at that. Lots and lots of wood. Like, I think it was like 2 stacks of wood we can get from this. About that. I know there's like 4 stacks in my inventory, but I've had to record this clip twice. So this is like 2 harvests of it. So yeah, it is all looking really good. For Pete's sake, every time I run and the tree is like, you know, I'm going to grow right in your face because that's what I like to do. But anyway, this area now is starting to come together. We've got the tree farm in place. I think my next task is going to be to bring the walls up. Now, I do want to do the roof, but I want to be able to grow spruce trees on here as well. And I can't do that unless I have like a really tall roof. And I don't know how I'm going to go up there. I mean, I could pillar up. That could be one option. And I may go down that route. But for right now, I think what I want to do is just get these walls in place and then start to do the roof. Like, I think what we'll do is we'll probably just go like around this level is where I think we'll go. And then we'll sort of go round in a circle. And, which means, this is at this level? So we'd like be stood here and then we'd put this, like, probably there. And we'd go around in the same shape that we've gone around here in, I think. But anyway, let me get that done. There's nothing quite like bringing your base into line with the rest of it. It really does feel so much better like this. I'm really, really kind of happy with how this has turned out. And the base itself is going to continue on in this way, I think. Or maybe that way. Maybe this way. But it's gonna curve here rather than just be one straight corridor. I actually want it to curve and loop and whatnot. So the next expansion of the base, which will be the industrial age, is going to be off in this way. This way I want to get into more different blocks like bricks and stuff. But we've still got 2 rooms to do in this side of the base. And we're only going to be able to get one of them done today. And I want to take a look at this and I want to get into sieving a little bit. Because we need this, silk. Now, to get silk or string, all we need to do is take a silkworm, which I don't actually have any on me. But I do have some over here in the chest. We could grab one real quick here. And we need to use this on a leaf block. And what this does when it's on the leaf block is it starts to infest that leaf. As you can see, we're at 13, 14, 15, 16, 18%. And that spreads to nearby leaves. It spreads pretty quickly. And you only need one silkworm to spread, but you can add a couple more just to speed it up a little bit. And I want to grow some more of these saplings like so we can get a bunch of string. But I've got to wait for this to infest these fully first before we can actually mine it. And for my next trick, what we're going to do is we're going to make string from leaves. All you do is you get your crook and you mine these leaves. And apparently that drops apples. I didn't actually know that dropped apples. But we've got this string here. But I have also done something between clips while I waited for this to spread. We've got a little bit more string. Look, over here. We go ahead and grab that too. Maybe all the leaves hadn't done. I thought they had done. I've set up this area right here. This is going to be our sieving area. Now, to sieve is very easy. But let's look at the book first. We'll just throw those string there for now. We've got the string. Brilliant. The next bit is a sieve. We need to make a sieve. But I need to clear out my inventory. Love having room to breathe in the inventory. Okay, I can never quite remember exactly what the sieve recipe is because it's different in different packs. So we'll just look it up. Sieve, we want the regular sieve. And we're missing slabs. Okay. Sometimes it requires slabs, sometimes it does not. And I want to make 9 of these. And it looks like I only have enough to make 2. What am I missing? I'm probably just missing a bunch of wood and sticks, aren't I? But I bet that's what I'm missing. So let's just make up some more sticks. And we should be able to make this right here. Okay, good. I only want 9. Now, you can chain these together, but we'll get into it in a moment. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to finish putting the floor in. And there is 9. We got a nice little sieving corner right here. And it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. But what do we do with sieving? What do we do with sieving? What do we use sieving for? Well, if we look in the quest book here, we look at this. Make a sieve. We've made the sieve. The next part we need to do is make a string mesh. Well, that's very easy. I do remember this recipe. I believe it's just string like this. Good. Now, I will show you there are a few different meshes. We've got string, we've got flint, we've got iron, and we've got diamond. And they go up in tiers. So, what you do, we'll look at the book one more time just to see if this tells us. Okay, this wants us to make it heavy sieve. We're not going to worry about a heavy sieve just yet. We're just going to worry about these. But what this allows us to do is it allows us to take the string and use the gravel that we've gotten. And we can put the gravel in the sieve it through, and get drops out of it. Now, that dropped nothing. So, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put away everything in my inventory with the exception of 1 stack of gravel. And then I'm going to see what we get. Okay, I can't put everything away. Okay. Now, if I sieve this, we will eventually get a couple of drops from it. There we go. We got a flint. We got a flint. Now, the different meshes produce different resources. And you kind of need a mixture of different meshes to be able to get everything out of something. But the string one is really weak. It's really crappy. It's only really going to get us flint. And there are other things that we'll need. But the flint mesh requires flint. It's actually cheaper to probably do this to get the flint, if I'm being honest with you. But I do want to sieve through this. But doing this one at a time is time consuming. But like I said earlier on, we can actually string these together. So if we make up another 8 of these string meshes, like so, we can pop these into the sieves. And then all we do is we pop this in. And we wait for it to catch on. There we go. And now we can sieve this. And as you can see, we are getting other drops from this. We're getting a little bit of lead. We're getting a little bit of iron, a little bit of copper, some coal. All from sieving gravel. Now, from a stack of gravel, we got a fair bit. We didn't get quite enough to make these up to flint. We need 6 times 9, which is what? 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. 54 we need, if I've done my math right. I feel like I did that wrong. Never mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys, because that is unfortunately where I have to bring the episode to an end. But before we do, I do want to do the quest book and check our random rewards. So let's go and clear out our inventory just like we did the last episode. I do apologize for being a little bit framey at the moment. That is just because I'm importing it into my editing software as we speak. And it just gets a little bit framey when I do that. I usually wait for it to finish doing that, but I'm really on a time schedule today, so I don't have the time to spare. So, what are we going to get from this? We got 4 upgrade speed. Okay, brilliant. We got 4 times watermill. That's going to be good. We did get one of these in the storage. We got epic bacon. And apparently we got something here. Oh, yes, this is because I killed a mob. And we unlocked the first one. We got an octatic capacitor. So, we did get a few interesting things. This is going to be really, really good, this watermill. These are a pain to craft up. But now that we've actually got 4, it's going to be a lot easier. We can eat this epic bacon. And we'll probably eat the apples. I'm a little upset that our trees haven't grown. I think I might just not have given them enough room. That's what I'm worried about. But we'll see. They may grow. They may not. I may need to give them a bit more room. I guess only time will tell. But at least the base feels like a base. I kind of like these pillars going up here, if I'm honest with you. They do look really kind of cool. But it's a growth point. I might keep that in mind, that design, for something later. So, next episode, I want to get into Tinkers. We'll probably put Tinkers over in this direction somewhere. Have a nice little Tinker smeltery set up. An early game one. Poor man's one. Oh, whatever it be. But we'll definitely get that done. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me for this episode. So do me a favor, if you've enjoyed this video, leave it a like and hit subscribe. And I want to talk real quickly about what's going to be going on the next few days. So tomorrow, I believe there is going to be a snapshot or a pre-release coming out. So I'm going to be doing a video on that tomorrow. And then I'm going to jump and I'm going to try and do some shorter videos over the weekend, because I am away and I need to get things pre-recorded and time is quickly slipping through my fingers. So I think we might do some adventure maps or something fun like that. I want to do something really cool, really fun, something that will just be a good time to have, some things that I don't normally do. But guys, that is going to do it for me. Like, subscribe. As always, I'm Casey, you're the awesome folk. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now, guys. Bye-bye.